6:48, this is a live look in Brussels, Belgium this morning. You can see people gathering at a memorial for victims of yesterday's terror attack bombings. Memorials around the world are growing in honor of the victims. The Belgian flag is flying at half-staff at Belgium's embassy in Washington, D.C. Well, flowers have started surrounding that area. President Obama has ordered flags lowered to half-staff at all federal buildings.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch. We're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we start with that breaking news this morning on the terror attacks in Belgium. Belgian police and media have reported the third suspect has now been arrested. The man arrested this morning is believed to be ISIS bomb maker Najim Lashawarwi, who's on the right side here in this video right now in the light-colored coat. He's believed to have dropped the bomb at the Brussels subway station. Now, the two men wearing dark shirts are believed to have blown themselves up in the terror attack. They have been identified as brothers Khalid and Ibrahim El-Bahrawi. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attacks that killed at least 31 people and injured nearly 200 others, including 4 Americans. Also breaking for you overnight, former Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush has decided to endorse Ted Cruz for president. He is also urging fellow Republicans to reject Donald Trump as the GOP nominee. The big news from Bush comes the morning after Trump and Hillary Clinton moved closer to securing their party's presidential nomination with wins in Arizona's primary. However, Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders grabbed victories in Utah, and Sanders also won the Idaho Democratic caucuses. Democrats will focus next on Saturday's contests in Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii, although Wisconsin's delegate-rich primary in early April is the next big prize for both parties. Coming up on 6:51, time for weather and traffic on the ones, and we start with meteorologist Lisa Green, and you kind of just see the sun starting to peek out from behind you there.
Yeah, we had a little setback when we moved to daylight saving time. We were starting to see some sunrises, and now it's coming back slowly but surely. You can see it on the edge of your screen there. There is some cloud cover overhead kind of blocking some of those beautiful colors we see with the sunrise this morning, but we'll get some sun later on. We'll start to see these clouds clear out and get some sunshine into the afternoon hours in Fargo. Winds or temperatures starting in the low 30s will rise into the low 40s for your highs today, right around average. So one of those days you'll want to make sure you put on that extra layer. Wind out of the northeast and into the teens and 20s for your wind speeds. Here's a look at our viewing area. At least we've got some clear skies up to the north, to the south, the cloud cover hanging on, and farther south expect to see some snow showers into central and southern parts of Minnesota today, and then back over into South Dakota as well. Some heavy snow possible there. So if you're heading in any of those directions, you're going to be running into that snow. A little freezing drizzle overnight also last night in western parts of North Dakota that may have made those roads slick. So again today, major storm system just south of us here that will not have much of an impact on the valley. 30 degrees in Fargo, 25 in Grand Forks. We're in the teens in northeastern parts of our viewing area. In fact, all along the Canadian border, Langdon also in the teens. So coolest up there with that wind gusting into the 20s at times. It does feel a lot cooler than the 20s and 30s. So again, want to make sure you're prepared for that before you leave today. 41 degrees your high. Thursday, expect to see similar conditions, a high of 40 degrees as well. And for Friday, that's our next system. This one bringing us a chance for rain first, then switching over to snow on your Good Friday and carrying over into early Saturday. So that's the one to keep an eye out for, especially Saturday morning as those temperatures dip below freezing. It might get a little slick. Looking ahead through the rest of your holiday weekend, Easter Sunday looks rather quiet, maybe a few lingering flurries, a high of 45, and those temperatures keep rising into next week. Let's check in with Al for a traffic update.
We have lots going on this morning out here on the Metro Interstate Loop. Westbound I-94 traffic is getting pretty darn thick. Travel speeds 60 to 65. That's pretty common out here. Northbound Interstate 29 traffic really heavy this morning. Lots of congestion around the tri-level and around the ramps and bridges. Make sure you're driving extra carefully this morning. Willamette Valley Today traffic.
6:53, turning back to your news headlines this morning, an East Grand Forks man is in the Polk County Jail after allegedly discharging a firearm at his home. 63-year-old Richard Hagan was apparently almost shot by police after he hesitated following an order to drop his gun.
His next court appearance is scheduled for tomorrow.
3 people were treated for injuries after a 2-car crash in Grand Forks last night. It happened just before 9 p.m. near the intersection of 38th Street and 32nd Avenue South.
Police say 31-year-old John Dybwab was driving through the intersection when he was hit by a car driven by 21-year-old Gunnar Hannevold. Dybwab's vehicle rolled over from the collision. He and a passenger were taken to All True Hospital. Hannevold was also treated at All True. A former Grand Forks Central teacher accused of having a sexual relationship with a student is now facing additional charges. 41-year-old James Wallen was charged in a separate but related case with sexual assault and corruption or solicitation of a minor.
Wallen resigned from his teaching job back on March 1st. Now, if he's found guilty on these charges, he faces up to 15 years in prison. A Fargo man is being treated for burns after a propane tank explosion and fire in South Fargo yesterday morning. A neighbor tells Valley News Live that the victim told her he was filling up a propane tank in his garage when it blew up.
The man was taken to Sanford with burns, but his name and condition have not been released. Damage to the garage is estimated at $40,000. Big changes are coming for the Minnesota Army National Guard. There are plans to close, consolidate, and build new armories across the state. In our region, plans call for the closure of the armory in Thief River Falls and a new larger one in Crookston.
Now, it's all part of a 20-year, $871 million plan. The Guard is hoping to reduce its 64 armories in Minnesota to 52. However, officials say that the changes in Thief River and Crookston likely won't happen for more than a decade. After seeing a lot of crime in the area, a local woman is trying to equip, educate, and empower women to protect themselves. Damsel in Defense is a product line that's been gaining a lot of attention across the region. Betty Jo Krenz is selling stun guns, pepper sprays, and other defense tools to women. She started selling them after getting into some tough situations while working with women who are dealing with domestic violence. If you'd like more information about the products, you can head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
The North Dakota Historical Society says part of the state's history is sliding away, and it's become an urgent situation. The Historical Society says that since 2013, 16 burials have been unearthed because of erosion at Double Ditch Indian Village. And there's the potential the problem could disrupt an estimated 10,000 Native American graves. The legislature is devoting more than $3 million to preservation efforts. Fargo police are asking for your help in solving an ATM theft inside Shields Arena.
Yeah, the theft was reported Friday morning when employees arrived at work. Now, investigators say there aren't any surveillance cameras in the area of the arena where the ATM was ripped off the wall and taken out of the building. Anyone with information is asked to call Fargo police. From bowling to heading to the zoo, there are plenty of things to do with your kids while they're out for Easter or spring break.
Giving us some ideas is the Valley Today's Christy Larson, who joins us live in studio. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning, guys. You know, this might be the perfect time to tackle that Pinterest project that you've had on that board for a long time. It might be something fun to do with kids. Maybe you got a brand new coloring book over the holidays. But there's also a lot of many things to do in our communities, from trampoline parks to zoos to museums, and even a lot of nonprofits where you can go and volunteer. Now, I didn't want you guys to have your kids be bored during spring break, so I did put up a list on valleynewslive.com full of activities that you can do with your kids, including some like the Inspire Lab, Sky Zone, and Yunker Farms Children's Museum, which also has that great Easter egg event this weekend. But the words you don't want to hear this weekend or on your time off from school are, I'm bored. So again, there's so many different things that we can take advantage of here in our community. I really encourage people, the way I sometimes even look for story ideas, is looking for events on your own community's webpage. And Kyle and Lisa, I just can't believe when I was looking around for so many different ideas on what to highlight. We really do have a lot more going on in the community, all the way from Yunker Farm in North Fargo to the Inspire Lab in Moorhead.
You mentioned the Pinterest ideas. I know from one of the last days you did some craft projects. I have the mugs and the nail polish ready to do the
ready to go. Oh yeah,
to dip. So you know you don't have to spend a lot of money to do some fun art projects with the kids, but of course.
My guess is you have some nail polish around your house
that I have
that
hidden from them. Yes, with 2 girls, I have lots of nail polish, and yeah, we have West Fargo has, Friday and Monday off, but it is the season for spring break, and you just have to kind of look around and balance it with some downtime.
It can be some fun time, some educational time, and just some watching movie time with the kids too.
It's all right to do that too. Christy Larson, I'll check out that list that you've posted as well at valleynewslive.com. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: about a fourth of us agree that this is what annoys us the most about our partners.
The answer: they're snoring. You can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page, where we, of course, invite you to join the conversation every morning. Not too much annoying in the weather department for our region today, but if people are hitting the road or doing any early Easter traveling, maybe some trouble if you're going south?
Exactly. Issues both on I-29 and 94 heading southward today. In the valley, though, it's looking quiet. We've got some clear skies up in the north and a beautiful sunrise developing there. Southern Valley, a few more clouds. We may even see a few flakes down in Traverse and Grant counties in Minnesota this morning, but you can see by and large the heavy snow down in South Dakota and stretching over into Minnesota. In fact, Minneapolis, the northern suburbs, looking a little bit on the snowy side at the moment. Temperatures this morning ranging from the teens to the low 30s from north to south, and we'll eventually get to see some sunshine in other parts of the valley today. In fact, a little sliver of it here in Fargo, a high of 41 degrees.
Thank you, Lisa. We'll have more local news and weather for you right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great Wednesday, everybody. We will see you tomorrow morning.